What is up, YouTube? Sergeant Billy is back for his final video of the day, the news, which of course is exciting, but there's one particular thing that's actually quite saddening. Saddening? Whatever, it's not very good news, at least for people who are big fans of Insomniac and Sony and their relationship together. Insomniac has gone multi-platform, maybe not forever, but they've signed a deal with EA to produce one game between now and I think 2011. There's no real information on it other than that. People are saying this sucks. People are saying it's awesome. You know, I feel like it goes a bit of both ways. Insomniac is a second-party developer. They are not owned by Sony, so they could go multi-platform whenever. It's kind of sad though, because a lot of people are thinking, well, this is going to keep them away from the good things that they do with Resistance and Ratchet and Clank. And they said that they're going to remain faithful to those two franchises, but a lot of people say a lot of things, especially in this industry. So whatever happens remains to be seen. But the way I see it is this. It's a second-party developer. In the past couple of years, Insomniac games haven't really been pushed by Sony. Not because of anything in particular. Not because Sony's not trying to give them the respect that they are due. It's just that in the past couple of years, in 2008, Killzone was the game. Killzone was the game that was going to come out and redefine everything, at least from Sony's perspective. So they were pushing that as early as like October of 2008, even though it didn't come out until about February. So in that time, November came around. November, Resistance 2 came around, and a lot of people hadn't heard about it or hadn't seen enough about it to be excited about it, and it led to poorer sales, along with bad reviews. Well, not great reviews, even though it was an awesome game. Resistance 2 is still probably one of my favorite FPSs, even more so than Killzone, not for the multiplayer, however. Moving on from that, this year, they were releasing Ratchet and Clank. And Ratchet and Clank is a big game. A lot of people know about Ratchet and Clank, but it wasn't pushed as far as it could have gone because of other games, specifically Uncharted 2, which came out about a week earlier. And obviously you can even remember all the hype Uncharted was getting, and not so much for Ratchet and Clank. So Insomniac has been pushed off to the wayside 2 years running now, and it's not a bad thing. Like I said, it's not PlayStation trying to fuck them. It's just a simple thing about there's so many things coming out, we can only plug so much of it, otherwise it's just another fucking commercial. And the way Insomniac's going about this, going multi-platform, getting its game out to more people, making the money back that they would have made had their games been pushed all the way like they should have been. Let's just be honest. Is it a bad thing? No. People on Xbox will be able to play an Insomniac game. A quality game that, to be honest, I haven't seen much of on Xbox. Not that I'm saying they don't have good games. I'm saying they don't have Insomniac caliber games. And, that's not really a bad thing. Insomniac is fucking great. So it's a good thing that they're working on other things. Also, they have two studios. One here in Burbank, California. Not here. I live in San Francisco. But one here in California in Burbank and one in North Carolina. So perhaps the North Carolina one will be working on this new IP, and the Resistance and Ratchet and Clank things will be handled with Burbank like they've always been. Like I said, it's kind of like, you don't know how it's going to turn out yet. You're not sure. It's just we're going to have to wait and see. I hope that Resistance and Ratchet and Clank survive through all of this. I hope that they continue to be awesome. I hope that this new IP is going to be great. And I hope that the publishers, EA, treat Insomniac the way they should be. But Insomniac has quite a bit of money. It is probably one of the larger video game companies. So I'm sure they'll do all right. Moving on from okay news to fucking awesome news, Killzone 3. Killzone motherfucking 3 has been announced, has been leaked all over the place. I think about Monday is when I logged on, saw Killzone 3 everywhere, and nearly shit jizzed my pants. Yes, that's a new word. Shit jizzed. Alright? It is, it's looking amazing. I've got pictures up in the first link and a very in-depth interview with, I didn't even get the guy's title, but somebody from Killzone 3 who definitely knows what he's talking about. It sounds like it is going to be awesome all around. No information on the actual multiplayer though. Couple of things that I want to talk about very quickly about that. The screenshot's looking awesome. They've definitely optimized the engine. It's looking like it's going to be even better looking than Killzone 2. maybe even up to caliber with Uncharted and God of War, because that's exactly who they are competing with in terms of graphics. They've said it themselves. Gameplay wise, is looking like looking like it's gonna be pretty cool. They're saying that they're mixing it up a bit. They're adding new environments, new stuff like that. They're keeping a very similar color palette because they have a specific look that they want to adhere to. But they're adding these new environments, new gameplay mechanics. There's a couple of things that I'm not too sure about. They're saying that they're adding these clinch moves where you grab your opponent and you get these brutal melee attacks, much like Uncharted 2, but in a much more rated M for mature experience, I suppose. So that sounds like it's going to be awesome. However, they also talked about how it's less of a game about taking cover and taking pot shots and more about running, gunning, being accessible. And my problem with that is that when a game makes itself accessible, it sells out. It basically becomes, it's being, what's the word? Mainstreamed, like Modern Warfare. And I like, whenever I think Modern Warfare, I want my Killzone, my baby, to be as far away from Modern Warfare as possible. Now, making it more accessible is awesome. Me personally, I think that that's great. I think that it's okay as long as they don't overdo it. If they overdo it where you're always just running and gunning and you have no actual challenge, then that's bad. But if you still can take cover if you choose to, and if you want to get up close and use those melee attacks, and if you want to run and gun, as long as you have the option, that sounds like it's a great mixture of stuff. Also, they're adding jetpacks. Everybody has a fucking jetpack these days, and it's getting kind of ridiculous. I don't know about it. A lot of people I talk to are all saying the same thing. Killzone 3 looks awesome. I don't know about those jetpacks, so I feel the same way. From what I've seen of them, they actually look pretty unique, pretty cool. Actually quite Metal Gear Solid-ish, but still pretty cool. If they turn out to be awesome, then they turn out to be awesome. A lot of the vehicles in Killzone turn out to be pretty cool, so hopefully, you know, it'll be a pretty cool add-on, if anything else. Graphically, like I said, it's looking great. They're saying that the maps, or the actual single-player game, is going to be much bigger than Killzone 2. Killzone 2 single-player was actually pretty long, at least 14 hours, and for FPS, that's almost outstaying your welcome. But if it's going to be good, then I'm totally happy with it. A good FPS single-player are few and far between, and that is definitely what I'm looking forward to. So, with that, I hope that the game turns out to be awesome. I know that the multiplayer is going to be at least rock solid, and they're saying that they're also changing the control scheme. I'm not a big fan of that either, because, you know, being more accessible to people in terms of controls just means that people can't learn how to fucking play a goddamn game. You know, I've had games where I didn't particularly like the controls, but I fucking dealt with it, because that's what you do. But, you know, whatever, that's their choice. Like I said, the game looks like it's going to be awesome. I know the multiplayer is something that I'm going to make another 20 or 25,000 kills on. So, that is that for Killzone 3. Like I said, the actual leaked images, or they were leaked at the time, they're no longer leaked. The images are the first link. The second link is a very in-depth review, very cool looking. After that, we're getting a sneak peek of the Red Dead Redemption movie. I don't know what this is. Apparently, it's like snippets or clips from the game compiled into about a 30-minute or a 60-minute like actual movie that will be airing on Fox on the 29th at midnight. Check your local listings. I'm sure it'll be cool. I'm definitely going to try to check it out, but I'm not going to be one of those things where I'm going to, like, you know, write a damn note and set my clock and all that shit. After that, we've got a very, very, very cool interview with Mark motherfucking Hamill, because whenever anything is cool, you have to put motherfucking in the middle of it. But Mark Hamill, of course, plays the Joker in Batman. He's talking about Batman, Arkham Asylum 2, everybody's calling it. I'm just going to call it Batman 2. Batman 2, he's talking about it. He's got an interview. He's talking about some stuff about it. He mentions specifically that he will not be coming back for Batman 3. So, that means that they're either going to kill off the Joker, which is a fucking horrendous idea, or they're going to have to figure out something about it. But, you know, whatever the case, he says that he refuses to come back again, not because he doesn't want to, not because he doesn't like video games, simply because he wants to go out on a high note. But beyond that, I'm done. I'm finished with my videos. I've given you everything that I missed in the week, plus one video. So that is it, guys. I will talk to you next week. I hope you guys enjoyed the Thursday video extravaganza. I definitely enjoyed making it. And, of course, 50,000 kills! One more quick thing I forgot to mention, actually. Uncharted 2, new playlist this week, Thursday to Monday. So the 28th to the 1st of the month. they're having Double Cash Weekend and a new playlist called The Lab, which they're going to be having every other weekend for the next 4 or 5 weeks, for a while actually. This weekend it's 2-on-2, which is really cool, team doubles. I've got a partner, but if he's not around, any one of you are free to join me. Double Cash Weekend, so that's awesome. Maybe I'll finally make it to level 51. So that is it, guys. I hope you guys are playing Uncharted. I'll definitely be on all this weekend. I will talk to you later, like I said. And again, 50,000 kills!